Hey everybody, welcome to the T Logan. I know you're like, what is she up to now? Well, tonight we're in mommy's lab. Alright, so I know you're like, what does that mean? It means everything. I got my dehydrator running, I'm dehydrating some cayenne. My nights are long, my days are long, my nights are short. No, my nights are pretty long as well. My son said, Mom, I think you should do a video. So I'm doing a video on how we do a salve real quick. Alright? I know I have bags under my eyes, do I? Yes, do we have bags?
Yes.
Alright, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm just doing a quick salve. I'm doing some jojoba oil. I'm doing some beeswax. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to double boil it. So as you see, my water is going. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to put my jojoba and my beeswax in. And then I'm going to put... So I'm going to make a sarsaparilla root salve. It's really good for your skin. Let me tell you some of the benefits. It affects your blood, skin, circulation, and intestines if you ingest it. And then it increases flow of urine. It induces sweating to help break fevers. It's good for skin problems, flatulence, coughing, tuberculosis infections. Nervous system, increases energy. It protects against radiation exposure. It regulates your hormones. It's useful for hives, infertility, impotence, and psoriasis, right? So, psoriasis is like skin ailments. And externally, it's good for eye wash, ringworm, sores, and skin eruptions. And so, as I was helping somebody, they called me and asked what they can use for this. I thought my baby has a rash going on. I think she's allergic to, I don't know what she's allergic to, but it's an allergy to something. And so because this root is really good, sarsaparilla root is really good for your skin, I thought, you know what, let me go ahead and make her a herb. And it'll come, if I'm not growing it, it's going to look like this. It's fresh. I have never opened it. So I'm going to open it. This is like a pound. So this is a lot. This is a lot. So my water's bubbling. It usually takes me like 5 minutes, 7 minutes to make a salve. Sometimes, unless I'm specially ordering. Unless I'm specially, I'm making it special for someone. It usually takes about 5 minutes. So for right now, I'm going to do something for AJ's eye. His skin right here over top of his eye. Let me see. And then he has a little bump. They're usually outside. They're into everything, my kids. So
you see right here.
So hopefully by me making this salve, it will help to heal whatever's going on with his eye. And so for some of you people, nosy people like myself, here's what it looks like. It looks like a nice dark powder, really thick. So Sunson just asked a question. He said, how do they make it into a powder? Well, what they do is they take the root and, strong, it just went in my mouth. When they take the root, any root, like say if you have burdock root, right? You take it and you just grind it up, turn it into a powder.
That's it? That's what it is? That's what it is?
That's what they do. They just grind this up and turn it into a powder. So I'm going to check on my salve. AJ, I need you to get me a container. And I know you're like, well, how come she doesn't promote her salves? If you want to go on the website, you can, but I don't promote it because I don't want to be that busy. I'm already busy, as you can see. So,
I can stir it.
So, alright, so let's check out our salve. Right now, he's just gonna stir it. This is called double boiling. All right, a double broiler. I don't have the stainless steel. Do not get water. Do not get water. Which end did you use?
I used that.
This one? All right. So I have to be careful, and this is the disclaimer, to never let your children do this because you're working with hot oil. This gets up into like 180 degrees. I didn't set my timer, but I usually do, and I didn't because I know how long it takes. So I would say it's about 4 minutes on the clock. Never, and I mean never, let your children work with hot oil. Not a good look, all right? Health issues are, well, to be determined, depending on how old your child is, right? If they're old enough to handle the oven, 12 and up, your disclosure, right? Your discretion. But for us, we just try to be safe. And so let's check it out. I'm just stirring and stirring. Ooh, the steam. Ooh, the steam. Stirring and stirring and stirring. The steam, as you can see, is like really. But what I do is I put mine inside of a glass measuring cup, right? And I'm gonna tell you this: when you're making a salve, never add cold water to a hot glass. Never. I remember when I first started getting into making salves, I added, so my jar was bubbling, right? And I added, well, I was making some hair oil. Oh, poor mistake. And I had my mason jar, speed broiling the herbs to extract all the nutrients and everything out. And so this was like a long process, right? And let me tell you what happened. I ran out of water. The pan ran out of water, and I ended up adding cold water to the glass jar, and it burst. Oh, I was sick because all of those ingredients got lost, and I'm thankful that it didn't explode in my face. So you should be very mindful of how you're doing your salves, and you should be mindful of the temperature, and make sure if you have to refill it because it's evaporated, make sure that you refill it with hot water and not cold. Okay, be very careful and pay attention, be attentive when you're making salves. You have anything to say?
Yes, and never be by the oven.
Exactly. So by now, this is what you see. You see that the beeswax is almost evaporated, right? So our salve is almost done. Almost. Now, if I was making this for someone else, I would measure it out. But because I'm making this for myself, I'm not measuring it. I'm eyeing it, okay? So let's keep that in mind as well. And you have to really pay close attention because you can't even tell if the beeswax has melted. But what I did was I added some vitamin E to mine, and I'm going to add some black seed. Where's my black seed oil? Where's black seed? Daddy took it upstairs?
Yep.
Oh, hold on 1 second, guys. All right, here we go. Now, what I'm going to do is I have some black seed oil. I'm going to add the black seed. Oh, I look tired, don't I? I am tired. I'm tired. It's a long day. I'm adding some black seed oil. So I'm going to do probably like a tablespoon of black seed oil. Now, understanding that when you make salves, we usually measure everything out. It is not so much as a table or this or that. It's usually in grams. Because it's usually in grams because we want to make sure that we get accurate weight. Sometimes it's in ounces, but when I do this, no, my salves are in ounces usually. But you can measure them in grams because if you want a really, really accurate ingredient or recipe, all right? So let's look at our progress. Oh, this is perfect. Perfect. Here, let me take it off the steam. Look at this. I don't see anything in. Nope, everything has melted. Everything. I'm sorry. All right, check it out. Yes, this looks great. A nice, thick, rich salve. Oh, this is going to be great. All right. All right, guys, so what I'm going to do is now I'm going to put these, and I do kind of like measure everything out, but I'm going to put them in my satins, right? And I was supposed to be making a small batch, but why not? Why not have extra? This is a very important root, and as you can see, all of the powder is down here. Whew.
I want to see.
Taya, please stop.
I want to see.
So this is gonna be nice,
I want to
right?
see.
Stop, please.
I want to see.
All right, so here we go. All right.
I want to see.
All right, now as you see, we have some nice golden salves, golden. And then I'm gonna put my top on, label it, and voila, you have your salve. But let me tell you what I'm gonna do. Sometimes you can let it either sit here on the counter, or you can put it in the refrigerator to speed the process up, and that'll take like 30 minutes. Someone was over my house not long ago, and they needed a comfrey salve, and I made it in like 7 minutes, 10 minutes, and then I just put it in the refrigerator, and it hardened up so quickly in like 20 minutes. So if you need it like right away, this is a very quick, easy salve to make. It's a sarsaparilla root. Wonderful. Do your research, and I'll upload the type of salve that I made. All right. Hope you enjoyed this segment of how we make a salve, and I'll talk to you soon.